is hard, some of it is soft and flexible, and it also comes in a variety of colors. He's going to head to the center of the tank to perform an exercise that every diver must learn. It's flooding the mask. What he'll do is flood his mask and then show you how to get the water out without having to rise to the surface. He'll do this by inhaling air through the regulator. He'll exhale through the nose. This will cause the water to go out through the sides. He did it, and he's pretty proud of himself, too. That's his information system. It contains 2 items in one. A pressure gauge, which lets him know how much air there is in the tank. The second item is a depth gauge. That tells him how deep he is underwater. Now he's giving the signal for out of air. If his buddy happened to give him this signal, he'd pick up this safe second regulator, as he's doing, and hand it to his buddy. This way they could each have a regulator going off of the same tank. Now this does make it a lot easier for both of the divers. Next, he'll demonstrate how his BCD works. He'll inflate the vest with air, which will cause him to rise to the surface, so now it's a flotation device. All he does is release the air and he sinks back down to the bottom. So what this does is control his buoyancy while in the water. He's going to grab some food to feed the fish. We're feeding them chopped fish and squid. The fish do associate the diver with food, so many know that it's feeding time now. He's going to grab the food, then he's going to head back to the center to feed them. The fish, they'll start to gather around. They'll each try to get into position so that they can be sure to get some of the food. He does have to be careful when doing this. Some have sharp teeth. It could be kind of painful if they got a hold of them. Now that is a green moray swimming about. They usually stay in the rocks unless hungry or disturbed, so he's probably a little hungry and that's why he is swimming about. Right now Charles is getting some whole fish to feed him and the sharks. Now the green moray is the largest in the Atlantic Ocean. It can reach lengths of about 6 feet. They're not poisonous, but they can give a severe bite. They have very sharp, fang-like teeth. Now they don't have scales like fish. They have very soft and slimy skin. Now they are used to our diver. You couldn't do this with any old eel out in the wild. Now even though they are used to our divers still do have to be very careful with them. Sometimes we'll be feeding those nurse sharks. They can reach lengths of 10 to 13 feet. They're called nurse sharks because when eating, they suck in their food just as if they were nursing. They have 2 barbs on their upper lip. Those are sensing devices. They aid the shark in finding food because they have very poor eyesight. The shark's skin is real rough, feels kind of like sandpaper, to keep them well fed. This way they're never really hungry enough to try to go after the other fish. Now if you have any questions about the fascinating sport of scuba diving, feel free to ask any to our employees.
How old are you?
Want to go see him feed the stingray?
Bye, Scuba. Bye,
The red snapper is red.
See the turtle?
Good.
going to eat the shark.
No,
No, they don't eat each other in there.
they just play together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Big old shell, did you see the big old shell came
But
away?
actually, sharks eat fish.
Yes,
The playing shell. Look how big
Yeah,
it
because
is.
they feed the sharks a lot, so the sharks aren't hungry enough to eat these fish.
Say goodbye, wave goodbye.
Okay, it's time to feed.
Okay, we got 2 minutes to get to the stingray petting pool, okay? No, we're not. Come on, it's right over here. It's right over there. Yes, are they going to do? There's no shark in that. Come on, they got them under glass over there. Let's go up topside and see if we can catch it.
Got to get it ripped up. I think that's the turtle I took a picture of. Yeah.
Did you get a picture of it?
Is
Good.
there only one turtle in it? Is there only one turtle in there?
Yeah, just that one.
Billy.
Come up, bud.
I got a picture of that big one on the right.
Okay.
What?
Try to get a full shot of him. Can you look at him? Daddy's doing something with the fields right now.
Is there one in there?
What? You lazy thing.
Look at this.
Yeah, good.
Look at that. We're going after it.
Okay. You're going to take your whole roll of film up your first day. I'll be missing a child. Have you seen her? Where did she go? Huh?
I don't know.
Are you going to back off?
You did it.
That's the only piece.
Hey, I got
My hair.
Yesterday and today.
And in the house behind me, I have Captain Howie helping out, along with two young California sea lions. Not native to Florida, our sea lions come all the way from the Pacific coast of the United States. But our dolphins are native, they can be found swimming right out here in the Gulf of Mexico. Of course, there are many other interesting facts about our performers, but I'll try to mention them all to you as we go along. So, if you pardon me for one moment, I'll step inside the house and be right back with the first act.
accompanied by one of our sea lions. Let's welcome them back with some sea lion marching music.
And here she is, all the way from Santa Barbara, California, Bimini. Bimini here is a young adult female California sea lion, probably around 14 years old. This is her 9th season on stage. Now, the balancing of the ball on the sea lion's nose has practically become a trademark of these shows. However, this is not a natural behavior. It's something that they have to learn to do. It has taken Bimini many long hours of hard training. Okay, Bimini is going to return to stage. Thank you. When she arrives, we will ask her to present us a very nice front flipper stand. Okay, I'm sure this does bring us to Bimini's favorite part of the Sea Lion show. She and I are heading over to your side of the stadium to meet a lucky member of our audience. Janice Addison already works with me, a volunteer for Bimini, and it's time to meet him. Water, are you ready to get a great big wet fishy sea lion fish from Bimini? Say yes as part of the show. Okay, Bimini gets a quick reference there. Now turn around, face all the cameras. Step right over here, Bimini, give her a big kiss. Before you sit down, do me a big favor, please, slide my sea lion, please go ahead. And Bimini, hands like that. How about a big hand for Laura? She did a great job. Now, I'm sure that everybody has noticed the long and very flexible liver tongue that has next on these animals. Wild sea lions use that neck to help them catch their food. Here at Gulf World, that neck gets put to use in the course of balancing objects for us and catching things that we hear from sea lions. Then it takes pretty diverse from the sea tongue, and it looks like we have the concentration up. We're ready for a demonstration. Here comes the first rig. There's number 2. There goes a high one and a ball. And Bimini has the ball. Take a great job there. Okay, as I mentioned before, they are very maneuverable both on land as well as in the water. We thought we'd give you a quick demonstration of Bimini's great maneuverability in the water by asking her to repeat all of those catches while swimming. Once again, Bimini takes her position. There goes the first ring. We have that. There goes number 2. And that, she will have to hurry for this one. Okay, Bimini has all the rings. She'll have to go to the ball now. Let's go. There goes the pitch. And she got it. And that was Bimini's return to the stage. And again, you see the tremendous coordination of these animals as she hops out of the water and remounts her seat without losing the ball.